Talk with Miggy. My name is Miguel Acosta, and I'm here to talk to you today about my favorite piece of architecture, the Roman aqueducts. Hope you enjoy. Starting at around 300 BC, the Romans achieved great lengths with the production of the aqueducts. The Roman engineers were at a forefront of the science during the antiquity. Their engineering heritage included some magnificent bridges, roads, and aqueducts, many of which are still standing today. One of the greatest achievements, I think, on our behalf as humans. But they started building the aqueducts in order to get clean water, which was really scarce in most populated areas in Rome. They got them from the springs in the mountains to the cities for consumption, bathing, and decorative purposes. They were built over the span of about 500 years. I personally believe that it's one of their greatest, if not their greatest achievement, because, well, for one, not only it being revolutionary, but because we still use systems developed from this technique today. They are perfect examples of the Roman culture as well. They're intuitive, they're brilliant, and they're also really beautiful. But from an artistic standpoint, they are marvelous. Let's take a look. First, I'm going to discuss space and shape. If you take a look at the aqueduct, you'll notice that it's created by many arches. And according to our book, arches are designed to displace most of the weight above it to the curving sides, from there to the ground, supporting upright elements, piers, columns, or door or window jambs. Within a succession of arches, the unit is made up of one arch. This is called a bay. In order to support all the weight of that water, and to get it so high enough so that it can get that tilt and that distance, we needed something to support, that would hold it all. So we used the arch. Next, I'm going to talk about line. To get water to flow where they wanted it to go, it had to have been at a tilt. You can't really notice it from standing beneath the arches, but if you look from a distance, from an almost aerial view, it all comes into perspective, and you can truly see that the entire thing comes down at quite an angle. Third, I'd like to talk about the texture and surface of the aqueducts themselves. They're all made from stone. Each brick had to be carved out by hand to the specific detail in order to achieve the right slant in the structure and to support the bricks above it and beside it. I'm going to talk about three more things: balance, scale, and proportion. Balance is key when dealing with the construction of the aqueducts. The arches, which were key to Romans, acquired just that. Had they built them flat panel, there would be no aqueducts today, in my opinion. Lastly, scale and proportion are also major players in the making of the structures. The height had to be lowered ever so slightly with each arch, just enough so that they could reach the distance, sometimes 30 miles or more. Like the Pont du Gard in France, it's about 31 miles. Well, I hope you enjoyed this podcast on the Roman aqueducts. Tune in next time when we talk about J. Edgar Hoover, man of honor or drag queen prick. Good night, everybody.